You hear, all of you hear that? So I always record. I always record. And you get the record at the end. Okay. So what we are going to do tonight, first of all, we are going to introduce ourselves. After that, I'm going to talk a little bit about the program, and we'll start by downloading some applications into our laptop. After that, I have some of my former students online. Maybe they are not connected yet. They will connect later. Those who get the job recently, I have like 4 or 5 of them that are going to connect to share their experience with you guys. Tell you what you need to do from the beginning, so that you can make it like them, like they did it. So you want to make it, right? That's why we connect. That's why we are here. We want to learn and get a job at the end. So they are going to talk to you. They are going to tell you what you need to do from the beginning to the end of the class, so that you make it like them. So, and we say after that, if we still have time, we can continue with the class. If not, we continue tomorrow, okay? That is the program for today. Now I'm going to start. I would like all of you to be muted. You want to unmute yourself when you want to talk, right? When I give you the permission to talk, that is when you unmute yourself. You unmute yourself when you want to talk. But for now, you need to be muted, okay? I'm going to mute all of you for now. Done. So please don't unmute yourself until you want to talk. And again, even when we start the class, when I start teaching the class, I will be the only one that will be talking. I'll be the one that will be explaining things to you. And 30 minutes after, every 30 minutes, something like that, I will pause and give you permission to ask me questions. All right. So that is how we do the class. So I'm going to start the introduction. In front of you guys, you have Stanislas Wagon. I am Stanislas Wagon. I'm originally from Benin Republic in West Africa. I know most of you here are from Africa. I came to US since 2011. I've been here. And I start in IT. I start the IT, learning the IT first back in 2014. I started teaching this class since 2018. So this is my 4th year of teaching. As you can see, this is class 8 in the WhatsApp group that I create. I put class 8. Mean what? Mean I already teach class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you are class 8 now. Okay. So I work for a company called L3RS. The company is in Florida. I do Linux for them. All of these things that I'm going to be teaching you. Before that, I have worked for a couple companies. I have worked for Goldman Sachs, that is a big company, and then Utah, that is bank company. I worked for them for a while, and after that, I worked for another company called Dominion Energy. After Dominion Energy, I moved to Florida, work for L3RS, and I'm still with them now. Sometimes I get some other contracts. I already work for IBM. I already work for some other companies like contract, short contract. Apart from that, I do this. I train, I teach class, I do Linux, I teach Linux class. Like I said, since 2018, I've been teaching. And by the grace of God, a lot of my students are on the field now. I have a lot of students that are working now, like me. They are working as Linux engineer, Linux admin now. A lot of them. And you will meet some of them tonight. And if you have time, you can check on my YouTube channel and watch some of the one that I already record, some of them that already come and talk to the classes, the past classes. This is me. I am Red Hat certified architecture. What that mean? That is a title, okay? That is a title that Red Hat give me, and that means that I have at least 7 certificates from Red Hat company. The certificate that you guys want to get now, that I want to teach you about, and you are going to get by the end of these classes. We call it RHCSA, Red Hat Certified System Administrator. That was my first certificate, and that is what gave me my first job. Even my second job, I have that. No, and I already have an engineer before I get the third one. So what that means, that just means that for this certificate that you are going to get at the end of this class, that is enough for you to get into the field and start working and start making at least $40 an hour, $50, $60, $70, and so on. I am architecture, mean I have 7 certificates. I have administrator, engineer. I have 5 different specialists. And I'm going to show it to you in a minute. Show them to you. You can know I have the ID. You can use the ID to check on my certificates. So I am the CEO of OLUWA-SHEYI Consulting. That is my company. As you can see it on the profile of that was a profile, OLUWA-SHEYI Consulting. That is the company that I work on. Like that is my own company, and what I just do, I just use that for teaching and getting some contracts. Apart from that, I am a father of 2, 1 boy and 1 girl. I think that is enough, right? That is, unless you guys want to know more about me, if you want to know something else, you can ask me, and I will let you know, and I will answer your question. But before I give you the permission to start, introduce yourself, I'm going to show you this quick. This is my profile right here. I'm going to share my screen again one more time. Share the screen. And so this is my LinkedIn profile. As you can see it right here, that is Red Hat Certified Architecture. That is what I just post right there at my thing. When you go down, you will see my experiences right here. So this is the company that I really work for now. But other companies that I already work for, like a short contract, I did not put them on my profile here in LinkedIn. So this is the company that I work for, L3RS. This is the L3RS Technology. They are in Florida. In the past, I work for this one. I work for this and that. So apart from that, you will see all of these certificates that I have right here. This is my certificate. My certification is right here. This is the first certificate I get, that is in Salaries. So if I want to count this one with all that certificate, I have let's say 8 certificates. About 8 certificates that I have, all of this. So, and if you want to verify that certificate, if you just go to my LinkedIn profile, you can just click. If you click on this one right here, show credential, it will show you directly that certificate. This was the first one right here. And the other ones, any link you get down, you click right here, it will show you all of the other ones for the Red Hat. This is the Red Hat certificate, certification star I got. This is my certifications. So you can check on it later if you want. That is my ID. So Red Hat, when you get the certificate, you have your own ID, like a social security, something like that. So this is the ID. That ID is just associated to me, no anyone else, only me. So each of you going to have your own ID when you get the first certificate with Red Hat. All right, that is me. Before I start giving you permission to introduce yourself, do you have questions about what I just say about me? Do you have any question for me first?
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
How did you get introduced to Linux?
Can you repeat it one more time? I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. There is somebody who is not mute. that okay, so how did you how did you get introduced uh to Linux?
Good question. That is really a good question. Thank you. I forgot
You're
that.
welcome.
All right. How did I get into Linux? In Benin, I went to university and I was doing biology. I came here in 2011. I was like a 20 years old at that time. 20, yeah, something like that. So, and 2012, I started Prince George Community College in Maryland. That is a college where I start the English to learn English because I cannot even say good morning or whatever in English before. Even now, you can say that I still I don't speak English like American. I don't really, but I know what you guys need and I know how to give it to you. That is all I know. And I know how to communicate at work and do my job. That is all I know, but I'm not really good in English. So I went to school to learn English first. Do that for about 2 years. And after that, I was supposed to enter my program. And the program that I was trying to do was pharmacy. I even started with pharmacy college. I started pharmacy. Was doing it when some of my friends I did the class with this friend. I did the ESL class, English as second language class with this friend, and he told me about the IT. He did not do IT at that time too. He knew some people that was in IT from, he's a Cameroonian guy. He know people from Cameroon that are doing IT. They are here, they did IT and making money. And he just told me at that time that there is something that we can do and start making money. Say, okay, let me try it. And that is where in 2014 I started. I went to a training center to learn Linux. I did about 1 year because he said, the guy tell us that the program is 6 months, but it took like 1 year, to do the program. And at the end, I thought I'm ready to start to get a job or something, but that did not really give me the job, honestly. So I went back to post office to start working at the post office. I was working those small jobs before. When I tried the IT and I did that class and I started looking for the job, and I did not have any certificate at that time, and I did not make it. I applied for post office job, and I was working at the post office again. And one of my friends now, he was not my friend before because we didn't know each other before. He's from Benin too. He just came, and the person that even called me that that guy is coming is even online, Alfred. Alfred that just prayed for us. So he's the one that called me that, there is somebody that's coming from Benin and he needs help. He will be at work at that time. Can I help him and go and pick this guy at the airport and help him a little bit? I said, okay. So that is where I know Abdul. This my friend called Abdul Barrio. So he's from Benin too. I went and picked this guy at the airport, and from there, he liked me. He wanted to be with me, and we become friends from there. And he saw me when I was try to read again about this Linux thing that I've learned. I'm reading it. I'm trying to learn about it again. I just do it my best, and he said that. Say, oh, he liked this thing, but it's okay. So he did like 1 year, like here of 6 months or something like that. When he said he liked it, he want to try it too. He want to go to that training center and try the same thing that I did. So okay, he went, he started, and I was at the post office. He started bothering me. Let's do this thing together. He think like if we do it together, we can make it. Maybe it's just because I was by myself, that's why it did not work for me. Let's do it together. He just convinced me. I said, okay, let's try it again. I was still at the post office, doing the post office, and it's hard doing the post office. Those mail carrier thing that we say that they carry the mail and drop it at our door. Yeah, that is a hard job, hard one. So I was doing that, and we started again. I start going to that training center again with Abdul. We did the whole thing. We were doing the project. We were doing everything that the guy was teaching us. We finished again. We thought that we know everything that he teaches, everything. We understand everything that he taught us at that time. And we start looking for a job again. Me and Abdul, it was still hard for us to get a job. That's why now we try to link to some people that are already in the field, that are working already. We found some people, from Cameroonian people, because at that time I don't know any Benin guy that are doing IT, that are doing even Linux. And from you might see some of Cameroon or Nigeria. Those are the two countries, or Ghana. Those are the 3 countries that you can find in this field at that time. A little bit, they are not much too. So we link to them and we talk to them, well, this is what we know, and we are not getting the job. And they told us at that time, okay, it's fine, but what you know is not enough to get a job. You cannot get a job with only this. So that is when we know that we don't know anything yet. We know a little bit, but not much. We need to learn again. We start doing our research. We did not go back to training center anymore. Me and Abdul, we start doing research that our own, doing everything. YouTube, Cloud Guru, Linux Academy, a lot of things. We do our researches and everything. And I quit my post office at that time when they told us that it's not enough and we need to learn more. So I quit the post office. When I was quitting the post office, they asked me if I was, are you crazy or something? Because have you already found another job? I said, no. Are you crazy? See, I'm not crazy, but this thing I need to make it. I'm doing something and I need to make it. But doing the post office will not allow me to make it this time, because when I come from post office, I'm tired. Go straight to the bed, to bed and sleep, because it's too much. So we just learn. We start learning again, me and Abdul. And we try our best and we get that certificate that we want to learn now. I went to take that certificate. I was the first one. I went and I passed it. First try, I get it. And he went to take the certificate too. Now after that, we went to Benin and we come back. We took vacation. We went to Benin and we come back, and we start applying again. I did like 3 interviews after that, and I got a job. We are there, and couple weeks after that, he got a job too. My background check was taking time. He got a job, and we start that job the same thing. Okay, so he's in the field again now. Abdul is in the field. I am in the field. He's working in IT. I am too. So that is really the story. So it takes me a long process to get this thing, and that is why, apart from Abdul, any other friends that are close to me at that time, when I talk to them, let's do this. No, they don't want to do it because they see how we're struggling. They said no, and they cannot even believe like we can do something that will give us directly maybe 45, 40, or $50 an hour. My first job gave me $50 an hour. My first job was $50 an hour. So when I get that job now and we start, that is where the friend, all of those who are close to me, start bothering me now. I need to help them out to get into the future. And that is how I start teaching. They start bothering me, all of my friends. I start teaching my friends. First of all, that was my first class. My friends, all of those close to me, that when I talk to them about what I'm making and they want to make that money, they want to do it too. And I start teaching from that time until today. So that is how I get to the field. I answer your question.
Interesting.
Yeah, a question.
Okay.
Thank you. You said right now you're working in Florida, right?
Yes, I work in Florida, but I am in Maryland. So I
okay.
was in Florida physically before. I was working like then in Florida, but I did not really like too much Florida because I have a lot of my friends were here in Maryland. I bought a house here in Maryland. I told the company that I'm going to Maryland. They can keep their job. And they say, no, you can go with our job. We like you. We want you to work for us. Go with our job. So I'm still working for them, but in Maryland, I'm working remotely.
All right. Now my question is, looking at the Linux itself, what's the percentage of remote and in-person work in terms of percentage-wise? Is most of the jobs remote? Most of them are in-person?
Okay. With COVID-19 that came, it made most of the job to be remote. Most of the job to be remote. Now that the thing like the COVID-19 is no more or something, some company want people to come on site, some company. So I can say I'm not really sure about the percentage, but I can say maybe 50-50 now, right now. Before at that period of COVID, I can even say like it was like 90% of chance for you to get a job remotely.
Thank you.
Now, since the thing, the COVID-19 is no more, if you get a job with the government directly, the government might want you to come, maybe might want you to do hybrid, maybe two days at work and 3 days at home, things like that. But private companies, a lot of private companies still allow people to work from home.
Excuse me, one question. Question, please.
Okay.
Please, what is different between Linux Plus and Red Hat?
So when we get to those questions, I hope what I want you guys to ask me is about my production, and so that we can move. And that question, please keep it a little bit. We get there tonight, okay? We get there, and I will be able to explain that to you.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question, if I may.
Okay.
Yes. You said that you started in 2014, right? And you struggled for a moment to get those certificates.
Yes.
And in total, you have around, you said 7 certificates. How long did it take you to get those certificates? And for each certificate that you got, how long did it take you? Did it take you for 6 months, or it took you less after you passed the first one?
Okay, that's a good question. So my first certificate, when I got it in 2017, all of the data is even here. First certificate, system administrator. You see, the first one was in 2017, and it was Record Enterprise Linux 7. Last year, because 8 came out, I think I did 8 again last year for the same certificate, for the same thing. So even this year, I'm going to do the same thing again for 9 because the version 9 just came out. So I will do the same again. That doesn't mean my certificate is expired. It's not expired, but I just want to know what is the new thing that they put in the certificate. So I got my first certificate in 2017. The second one, which is engineer, I got it in 2019. Okay, that doesn't mean that I was learning for that since 2017 to 2019. No, when I get a job, I was trying to focus on the job first, to understand the environment, to understand what is the job about first. And when I feel like comfortable, and now I say, okay, I want to learn more and I want to get the next certificate. When you get a job, when you already in the field, then we'll not force you to go for a certificate. They won't force you to do any other certificate. No, they don't force you. So if you want to learn more, you want to get more certificate, you go by yourself. So I decided to take this certificate in 2019. That is where I did this one. And the next one, you see right here, I got it in 2020. Approximately, it's not because this one was in May, right? So this one in July 2020, it was not even full 1 year, no, right? And 2021, I got a lot of certificates, in 2021. You see this one, it was in 2021. And I think 2 months later, or 1 month or whatever, I got another one. All of these are specialists. And I got another one, and I got this one again in 2021. So I got like how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 certificates in 2021.
So is it because they are close to one another, or is because there's similarity into the classes that makes it easier from the
It was not
once you
easy.
have
It was not really easy. It was not easy, but I dedicated myself. I say I want to become architect. This is a title. This is not a certificate right here. This one right here, it is not a certificate. It is a title. You get that title when you finish this. First of all, these 2 first certificate, administrator and the engineer. You need 5 more that they call specialists. You can see all of these are specialists. So you need like 5 specialists plus the 2 that you already get, administrator and the engineer, to become architect, right? So 7 certificates. So I was just telling myself I want to become architect that 2021 last year. I say I want to become architect. I want to do everything that it takes to become architect. And I want to do that again before I move to Maryland, because I was in Florida. I don't have friend, no friend, nothing. So no friend. So I cannot, there's no way I'm going, no out, right? So I said, okay, I want to challenge myself and get this certificate before I move to Maryland, because I know that when I move to Maryland, I will not be able to like learn that much again, because I have all of my friends here in Maryland. All right. That was the idea behind it. So, and I was
not to cut you off. When you say that you took them, did you like self-taught yourself onto it, or you took classes with somebody else's, or you still went back to the training center?
No, all of this certificate I'm taking is no. Even the first one, I did not get it from training center. Remember that training center that I told you did not really give me what I need to get that certificate. No. So even the first certificate, I did not get it from the training center. No. So all of the certificates, I got them by by myself, basically learning on my own.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So another question.
Okay.
Does every certificate leads to increase in pay?
That's supposed to be. And that now it depends on the company. If you are on contract, the contract might not, they might not increase it. But if you are on a permanent position, okay, permanent position means that you are in full-time permanent position. When you get a certificate, you're supposed to show. You're supposed to give it to show it to them, like you just get a new certificate and supposed to increase your money because you get a certificate. If they don't want to increase your money, you can have more value on the job market. You can leave the company and go for another one. Like you can post your resume online again, right? In couple doing like a 2 or 3 interview, you will get another job that will pay you what you want them to pay you, and they don't want to pay you because of the value that the certificate give you.
Right,
does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, like you say earlier, you become like as a biologist and you come to the Red Hat, right?
Yes.
And like me, if I take example, I was on business, right? So when I moved to Linux, this is the beginning of Linux or just Red Hat, like, because I don't know how to start it, I don't have any background on IT or Linux.
And that is why whoever refer you to me. So
okay,
everything that you need to know, you get it right here. Don't worry.
Okay.
From zero, I'm teaching people like from zero. You don't know anything in IT before, nothing. I'm taking you like you don't know nothing in IT. All you know is how to use laptop to go to Facebook, to do something online. That's it. That is how I take everyone. Even Some of you right here might already did IT or something before, but those people need to wait for you guys that are new to IT because I start from zero. I take everyone like you don't know anything in IT. And from there, we go gradually.
Okay, so now at the end of this program,
yes,
we're gonna get like a certificate, like completing the courses, or we just have to like do the exam. When we pass the exam, then we're gonna get like the certificate from Red Hat.
You get a certificate from Red Hat. So when you finish, I'll show you how to register. You register is $400 to register for Red Hat certificate. You register and you pick the date that you want to take the certificate. You want to take the exam and you take the exam and you pass it. Like you see the one that I've been posting in the group, those are people that just finished. We just finished the class and they are going for the certificate.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, Stanislav, I got a question real quick.
Okay.
So anyway, first of all, thank you for being here with us. So I know a lot of people here speak French, and I'm one of your brother that from Benin also. So it's good to see people from my country doing good also here. So anyway, I've been in the IT field also, and I'm actually currently working as an IT specialist. But I know a little bit about Linux already. And the question that I want to ask is, since I kind of love Linux and everything, but the thing is, what I heard people saying is not much job into Linux right now. Like it's good, but sometimes the job on the market for Linux is kind of decreasing, and sometimes you might still get a certification or some. It's just like system administration. They keep people saying there is not much system administration people out there. There's not much job about it, everything. So I just want to ask your opinion about that. So what do you think about it?
Okay. That's supposed to be a question that's supposed to come later, but let's just get to it right now because all of you, everybody online, they came here now because to learn Linux and get a job in Linux. And now when we are saying that there's no job in Linux, why we are here then, right? Why we are here? If there's no job in Linux, why are we doing it? So let's do this one first. I'm going straight to this one. Let me highlight one right here and I'm going to go, I will go to the website, some website and show you some job. Okay. First of all, why should you learn about Linux? Why? Linux is a critical technology for IT professional to understand. Linux is in widespread use worldwide. Internet users interact with Linux application and the web server system daily by browsing the World Wide Web and using e-commerce site to buy and sell products. Linux is in use for much more than the internet. Linux manage point of sale systems and the world's stock market, power smart TV, and in-flight and entertainment systems, and run more than the top 500 supercomputers in the world. Linux provide the core technology that power the cloud revolution and the tool to build the latest generation of container-based and microservices application, software-based storage technology, and big data solutions. In the model data center, Linux and Microsoft Windows are the predominant operating systems. Linux use continues to expand in the enterprise, cloud, and device space. Due to its widespread adoption, you have many reasons to learn Linux. A Windows user need to interoperate. A Windows user needs to interoperate with Linux system and applications. In application development, Linux commonly hosts the application and its runtime. In cloud computing, both private and public cloud instances use Linux as the operating system. Mobile application and Internet of Things, IoT, devices commonly run on Linux. When looking for new IT career opportunity, Linux skills are in a high demand. Okay, let me come back to you again now. Any company in the world that use computer has to have Linux admin, has Linux operating systems, or everything in the world. I'm not saying USA, I'm not just saying America. In over the world, everywhere in the world. So every company needs somebody like you, like I. Every company. If some of you know 7-Eleven, they have Linux admin. Walmart has Linux admin. Target has Linux. So every company, the hospital has Linux admins. So why are we going to say that no, we don't have, there's no job in Linux if everything, all of the field need Linux admins, Linux administrators. Everything, most of the things run on top of Linux operating system is power all of the things now. Your phone that you are using is Linux. So bank, that is what they use, Linux operating system. Government, Linux operating system. Linux is everywhere around the world. Now let's check about the job. Bring it right here, put it in front of you. Let's go first of all on LinkedIn. Let's do right here, job. Okay, so, and let me clear out my filter right here. And go me right now, if I'm looking for specific things. If you don't have what I want, go. So that's why you will see some filter on mine. If the job is not remote, I don't want to take it. That is me, right? But for you that just want to enter the field, wherever is Linux job, that is what you want to get, right? Linux is everywhere. So let me say it right here. We can give us the number. All of those things that you are saying are Linux. All of these are Linux. All of these are Linux. And you can go up to 11 pages. So even if the title doesn't say Linux, if you click on it, they will say the word Linux on it. If they're already doing Linux, you don't. Even you go, you do AWS, any cloud thing, you will still need Linux. You will still need to go and learn about Linux. Anything that you are doing now in IT, you need Linux. Everything that you are doing today in IT, you need Linux. Let me go to another one, Indeed. Indeed. Job. And this is Receipt Recruiter. I don't want to put just USA, let's say Linux jobs. That is good. So If we can just give us in the number, okay, it's right here. It's a, and what is that one now? See it right here. 130,386 plus job. So do you think yours is not on this one, on 130,000? Do you think so?
I don't think so. I think mine is
Okay.
inside.
Okay, good. All right. So there is Linux job everywhere. And again, especially in America, we have 50 states. We can go and work anywhere. My first job was in Utah. Second one is in Utah. The third one was in Florida. So everywhere we have a Linux job. Do I answer your question?
Yes, you did answer my question. Thank you for the clarification, man. Thank you for everything.
All right, so let's do it quickly. Any other question before you guys introduce yourself?
I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, my question is that what job in IT that you can work or while you work in like Linux in a company?
What job in IT you can work?
No, at the same time, yeah, at the same time, let's say like remotely, like how you do like network security stuff like that. How can you operate those things? Is there any job that you think will be you'll be able to work while you're doing Linux?
Linux, first of all, Linux is job. And again, from there now, you can, if you like something else in IT, from Linux, you can jump to any other thing in IT. Now you can go to AWS, you can do cloud now, and that will be easy for you because you already know Linux, because cloud is just the machine. The operating system that is running on that cloud is Linux. So you are cloud and you are Linux at the same time, it's easy for you. You can become something that they call DevOps. DevOps is about application, managing applications. All of the applications are running on the operating system, and the operating system is what? Is Linux. There's a lot of things, okay? But Linux is just, I don't know, Linux is just the core of everything now in IT. It's the core now, the heart. When we are talking about the heart of the whole IT now is Linux. Everything starts from there. You cannot do anything without Linux now in IT.
Okay.
So you
Thank
can
you.
do even the Linux job. You can do it more. You can do multiple. Sometimes I took 3 jobs at the same time. I have my main job, my main one, which is the Florida one, and I took some other contracts. So
that way,
for that 8 hours, I can still do two jobs or 3 jobs on that 8 hours and be paying for. I have most of my students now that are working from home, they are doing at least 2 jobs.
Okay, that's what I was trying to ask you. And then like okay, thank you. That was the question. Thank you.
Oh, one question, please.
I have a question.
Question?
Yeah, let's go one at a time. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Listen.
I want just to know, 1 second. I want just anything here.
We can hear you though. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Like I want just to know, like Linux program. Is it related to like a hardware job, like repair something, or it's just to write the program?
Repeat it one more time. I'm sorry.
Like a Linux job, like if like we finish this course, and how is it the job is going to look like repair something, or just to write a program, or like just like write a program, or just we are going to repair machines or handle some issue if the machine is broke.
Okay. The main thing that we are learning is operating system. Operating system means what? How to put You see that laptop that you are using, you have window on it. That's why that is what makes you connect now through Zoom on this. So the main program that runs on that laptop is Windows. Okay. Though we want to learn about another operating system called Linux, operating system called Linux. So how to put that Linux on, how to put it in server, how to put Linux operating system in server or even on laptop. How about if you don't like Windows anymore and you want to write it, or you want to remove Windows from your laptop and put Linux on it? How to do that? Now, when you put that, if something happened to that Linux, how to make it work back? How to repair it? Repair doesn't really mean every time take the screwdriver or something and start fixing something. Not every time. Yeah, you do that for physical servers, and that is a hardware. You know, those who are working for hardware. So they can hire you as Linux admin, and the company still use you as hardware admin at the same time if they want. But most of the time, they might have hardware admin separately from you. Our own job is working operating system. Mean what? Being in front of a computer and type commands, type codes on computer.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Good.
All right.
All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, my question is about certification. I want to know if the certificate has expiration.
Yes. 3 years, the certificate, the first one, which is any certificate from Red Hat, is 3 years. Now, when you get the administrator, let's say you get it this year, and it's going to expire in 2025, right? Because 2022 to 2025, 3 years. Now, let's say next year or 2 years later, you went for the engineer and you get the next one, which is engineer. It will extend again the administrator for you for 3 years again. So you don't need to go back to take administrator again because they extend it for you again. I don't know if that makes sense to you. So if you get a new certificate that is higher than what you already have, then extend the one that you already have for you. Does that make sense?
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
I have a question.
question.
Yeah, my question is, so literally you just show us all your certificates and stuff. So my question is it possible for like after we got the first certificate and we want to go to the next level, there's any chance or any stuff like for us to have to have some, I mean, some coaching from you if we want to go to next step?
I teach the next step one. I teach engineer. I have the class for the engineer. Some people that already did the administrator and they are working and they feel like they want to go for the next level. They still register with me and they do the engineer class with me. But you know, that is just it. But that is where I stop it for now. I can teach any class. I don't know which class I cannot teach, but I don't have too much time. I can guide you for any other certificate after that. But I teach the administrator and the engineer for now.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Okay.
So you just said that the certificate, like you have it for 3 years, right? So
Yes.
after the 3 years, does that mean that you got to go get a new certificate, or you can just?
You don't have to. You don't
Don't
when
have
you
to.
already get it, when you're already in the field. Even to get a job, even to get the job for the first job, even the first job, you don't. Let me be honest with you. You don't need the certificate to get a job. Okay. You don't need the certificate to get the job. They need somebody that have experience. If you put your resume online and they see your resume and they like it, they set up interview with you and ask you some question, technical question, and you're able to answer them, you get a job without certificate. Okay, so you can still get a job without certificate. They don't force anyone, they don't force to get a certificate. But Right now, there's a lot of people that are posting their resume. Even some people that will go and learn. So there are some people that will call me, can we do this program for one month? Or can we do it for 2 months? And I will tell them, no, I don't do my program for 2 months, no 1 month, no 2 months. It's 6 months, you have to do it, or you can go somewhere. So mean that they can go somewhere and do the program for 1 month or 2 months. What they are going to learn in 1 month or 2 months? Nothing. But at the end, they are going still to have resume and post it online like you. Now, how are we going to know who is who? There's no way to know who is who. If you have certificate on your own, you have big chance for the company to consider you, to set up an interview with you, than somebody that posts his resume without anything, without no certificate. You see, it gives you a chance. And another thing again, for anyone that's taking my class, the person has to have certificate. The person needs to go for the certificate at the end. Why? Because that is what's going to give me assurance that you understand what I teach you. That is what going to make me know that when you get that job, you will be able to hold it. What I mean, they will not fire you after you get a job. That will make me feel good with you, like make me feel confident, like my student finish the course, he get a certificate and get a job, and I know for sure that he'll be fine at the work. But before that, I will not help you with resume, and I will not help you for the next step if you don't get the certificate. It's better I say it right now, so that if there are some people that don't like that, then they can stop right away. For me to help anyone to go forward after the class, you have to go for the exam, to write that exam and pass it, and show me that you pass it. When you pass it, we go for the next step, and the next step will be to help you with your resume, post it, and add you to the revision group and get a job. That make me feel like when you get a job, is your job, you will be able to do the work, and you will be able to keep that job until you decide to leave the company. Not that the company will leave you. You should be the one that will leave the company. I don't want anyone to get a job and get fired 1 month after. That is the really main purpose of me forcing my student to get a certificate.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, that means after the 3 years of my certificate, I don't, like, even if it expires, I don't have to go get another one. Like, I'm okay with that.
If you don't want the certificate, you don't have to. No, they don't force you. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Normally when you have a gap on your resume, sometimes it becomes hard for you to have a job. And when you are self-employed, it's very difficult for you to make a reference of where you're working, because that you're a self-employee, especially like people that drives. So with your company, is it possible for your students to use it as another reference point, like work here, like what most Indians do?
That is what we do.
Thank you.
I don't know who referred you, but I have a lot of Guinean people from Guinea. So Guinea Conakry. A lot of people from Guinea, and most of them do driver. Most of them do Uber or Lyft, and they're working now. They are 90. A lot of them. That's why you can say that I have a lot of students from Guinea now, because a lot of them already in the field, and they see how it works. So to answer your question, you can use my company, and that is what I do with you, one-on-one that I do with you at the end. So we figure that out, how to make it work, so that they can verify what they want to verify and give you that job.
Thank you. Excellent. That's great.
Okay. I have another question. Okay, so my question is, what is the education level to have? I mean, before we. I mean, can anyone take this class, or you need to have like a certain education level before you take the class?
That is another good question. Okay, so to take the class, anyone can take this class, but for me, I always say you want to have at least GED, back, high school diploma. It doesn't matter where it's from. It can be from Africa, from anywhere. You want to have at least that. Why? Because there are some, at the end in this field, they are going to do your background check. When you get a job, they are going to do the background check. And for the background check, they want to see if you study, if you went to school. And you want to prove at least the GED. They need, some company will require at least that, at least. Even if they put bachelor degree on the job description, they don't really go for that. They don't really care much about that. But at least the GED, which is a high school diploma, you need to have at least that. Some company will not verify that. Okay, but how about the company that you get your job from verify that? So at least it's good to have a high school diploma.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
So for that high school diploma, you have to sort of like the physical diploma, or you know.
What do you mean?
No, because you say at least that person who has take that classes have to have like at least high school diploma, like the GED, like
Yes.
So let's say if the company do the background, so how they gonna know like you have the GED, so you have to show them like.
All right, I see. I think I understand what you are saying, but those are the things that I don't really discuss on video right here, right? Because you see right here, this is video conference and I'm recording. Okay.
Yes.
Those are the things that I do with you one-on-one, you and I, when you get there. When you get there, when you get that certificate and you are ready for the job, one-on-one with you and we'll talk.
Okay. Because like you said earlier, I don't know who say about like as an Uber driver or stuff like that, like to build the resume to show okay that's the company where I was working before I jump into the IT field or stuff like that. You say, if I understand it, you say you're gonna help like to build that resume, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So you don't need to worry about that for now.
Okay, I have a last question.
Okay.
I mean, since we are going to learn this, to have this class, and for instance, all of us, we have like the certificate and stuff like this. And can our background help us have like a better paid job or what? For example, I'm taking this simple example. Okay, for example, somebody who have like a bachelor degree in law, like me, I have a bachelor degree in law. I never did this Linux and stuff, and I have an engineering in mechatronics. Can this help me have like a better pay rate job, or comparing to somebody
that
who
question
don't have
quick.
stuff?
All right, let me answer that question quick. It depends on you, it depends on you. Why do I say it depends on you? Somebody that just have a high school diploma, the same job that you are going for, that person can go for the same job and ask for maybe $65 an hour. If you went and you ask for $50 an hour, you are the one that asked for that, right? So they pay you what you ask for, and they pay him $65 an hour. So that is, in this field, you want to sell yourself. You will be the one that will tell them what you want to make, what you worth. Like you tell them, they will ask you what we see your resume and we want to have you, we want to do an interview with you. What do you want to charge us, right? You are the one that wants to tell them. And where your degree, your bachelor degree or all of those degrees that you have, where it's going to really help you will be when you get into the field, okay, and you spend time with your company, you can become manager if you like that, okay? They will not leave you that have bachelor, leave you and go for somebody that have just associate degree or somebody that just have a high school diploma. No, that is where that really matters, right? When you want to step up. Okay, you are already on the company. They know you. They know what you work. They know your certificate and your degree. And now they say they need a manager. Now you put your candidate, right? You go for that. There, if somebody that have a high school diploma go for the same thing, no, they will not pick that person. They are going to pick you on top of, you know, for that management thing. So that is where the degree in this field, you just want to be smart and know how you play the game. You might have a lot of degree, you might have everything, and somebody that doesn't have much will still be making money.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Stan, this is me, Ismail. I'm here.
Who is this?
I'm back, Stan.
Oh, we back. Ismail. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. How are you?
Good.
You got my message, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
All right. So you don't want to go this time. You want to be here this time.
Nah, this promise you. Got you.
Okay. You see, Mahal is laughing right there.
Promise you this
so, yeah, so you want to stay this time. All right. No problem. So let's take 2 minutes and
I have a question.
Okay, and I will, once again, I will let those people to talk to you guys, and before you introduce yourself again, because we already take a lot of time. So let me take your question. Yes.
Okay. My question is, when I check in Ivy Tech website, I can see many names like computer science, cloud, cyber security, data, informatics, information, and network software. So I don't know exactly which one is Linux or Red Hat.
So all of those things that you said, they are still in IT. IT is vast. It's a lot of things, IT. But in what you just read, you know, there's no Linux, you know, but they all of them, most of them still need Linux. Like you say, can you read it again? Read it again.
Yeah, computer science, cloud.
Okay, computer science, you need Linux, okay?
And cloud.
Cloud is just machine. The operating system that is running on cloud is Linux. So all of those things, they need Linux, but they are just have a different title. Okay, they have a different title. Even if they do those training different, they will still need to learn Linux to be able to do their job.
Okay. So Linux is the base.
Linux is how I can say it, is the heart of everything. Linux is the heart. So that is where everything, you know, we can every other things will come and pick his own thing now on the Linux. They come and pick their own things in Linux.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, 2 minutes and we'll do that.
Sir, I was like, I don't know, one can know the varieties of job one can get after this course, like the type of jobs, varieties. Is it all related to computer programming, security, and the rest?
I think you're on break for 2 minutes, my friend. Wait for a little bit, you can ask a question.
Hey everyone, what I'll tell you guys, you know, just take one step at a time. You know, it's gonna teach you everything, you know, from scratch. You know, since you know it's like a baby. You know, you cannot learn everything at the same day. You know, it's just one step at a time. By the time you finish the class, we understand a lot of things. So you know, just don't jump over, and then you know you're gonna be thinking about a lot of things, and then you're gonna mess up yourself. You know. But everything's gonna be all right though.
Hey guys, I have a question for everybody. Who lives in Columbus here?
No, definitely
Columbus, Ohio. Nobody. All right.
Nah, bro. I'm from New York. You want to know if somebody live in Columbus? You think for Columbus?
I live in Columbus.
I live from Columbus.
I'm from Columbus.
Who you in Columbus?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, I
What's
live
your
in
name?
Columbus.
Mamadou Diallo.
Oh, Mamadou Diallo. Oh, you live,
Yeah.
okay, that's good. Are you in the east side?
Yeah, I'm in Canal Winchester.
It's lit. So we gotta lock in, you gotta study together. So I wanted somebody to study with.
I live in Columbus too.
Oh, you live in Columbus too?
Yeah.
I said to Balde. Okay.
Yeah.
I said, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
And-
hear you, Happy Batu.
Are you
Happy
Fatima's
Batu?
sister?
Happy
Yeah,
Batu
I
in
am.
Columbus?
This is me.
I'm not in Columbus. Okay, I'm gonna text you later.
All right. Bye.
So it's Mamadou and then Abi Aisatu, right?
Yeah, I live in Canal Winchester.
Oh
Canal
yeah,
Winchester?
that's closer. Yeah, because I need people, so we can study sometimes, at least like every 2 weeks or every week.
Okay, no problem.
See.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, you have a lot of Guinean in this class. Why why the Guinean make the
taking
choice
over.
for the Linux?
We're gonna take over. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, it's not too bad.
No, the reason is we spread the word.
Do we have any person from Sierra Leone?
Stan gonna get a Guinea passport soon.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, they are from Salon.
I can say like Guinean people they like each other. I can see that on you guys.
Wait, my brother is asking for me.
Thanks
You
for
want to
the-
see who is his brother from Sierra Leone?
I think that is the good ideas to share the information for all your community, because right now that is the for me is the point what the African don't have it, but you have a lot of job in the Linux right now, and we found some guys who teach us for the best thing to know about the Linux and to get the job, but sometimes some of the friend or some of the brother who's come for the same country, but he don't want to share this information. But I have a lot of friends from Nigeria and Cameroon. Most of the Cameroon people work together and share this information. I have also the Burkina Faso is work together. But right now I'm very happy to see this community, and also for the Guinean people. And I know you don't have a lot of Ivorian. I'm from Ivorian. You don't have a lot of Ivorian, but sometimes if you know some Ivorian for this one, please tell us for this for the next class, because it's very important. I do all the time this one, but most of the people don't believe me really.
It's hard to believe. Honestly, it's hard to believe. So they are going to believe you when you finish and you get that job. When you get a job, you will not really need to tell them. You would not really need to convince them. What are you doing? You just tell them I'm doing this. That's it. It's simple. So you get that job. When they see you, everything changed. What are you doing now? I'm doing this. And it's simple. When you tell them, they believe that right away. But tell somebody you can do 6 month training and start making $50 an hour is hard to believe. It was not easy for me to believe too. Me too. Anyone, right? So, but it's good. Guinean people, they are a lot in this, and they are getting the job. A lot of them are working now, which is good. All right, let's do this. So we'll come back to that. You will introduce yourself, but let's keep that for a minute and have people that are already online to talk to you guys, and we start from there because.
And I want to ask somebody a question, please.
Okay.
Whose last name is Dem?
You say Dem?
Yeah, somebody last name is Dem.
Yeah.
Are you from Peter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We might be family. It's okay. We're gonna talk later.
Nice. Okay, good. That is really nice.
I'm from Peter too.
Yeah, we'll talk after.
And again, let me remind you, this class is a video conference class, like I said it earlier. When we connect here, I will be always on video. So you have to have a laptop that have webcam. You need to be on video. You have to be on video because I want to know who is there. When we really start, if you are not on video, I will not ask you and I will just remove you and you will not be able to come back that day. You will need to wait for another day before you come back again. And I don't want that. So try to be on video. When you log in, check is my video on or off, turn it on. We want to know each other, okay? Please. We good?
Yes, sir. Please. I have a question. I don't know. I was like, what are the varieties of job one can get now after this course, after this program? What are the types, the variety of job one can get after participating in this program?
You can get a job as Linux administrator, Linux engineer, software system administrator, software system engineer is a lot of title. Anything that have Linux on it.
Okay,
system administrator. Yeah, there's a lot of title.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I have a question. Yeah, Stanislas, do you teach also the same skill where you got like because you see right now is the to enter for the field of the Linux is the Red Hat system administrator, you need to have the certificate, but after like Ansible and some troubleshoot or something like that, after this class, do you have training for that one? Because you tell us like you did by yourself, but for us, if for example we need somebody to help us, do you do same thing like this class or?
So like I said it earlier, I do this class which is administrator, and the next one is engineer. Engineer is really about Ansible now. So they convert it now. Engineer is not what it used to be before when I was taking my engineer. Now it is Ansible. So I still teach that class. I teach that Ansible class. Okay. And any other thing that you want to learn after that, you'll be on your own, but I can guide you. I can push you if you need me on it. But that is the two classes that I teach for now. Administrator and engineer, which is engineer is Ansible.
Question about that. So, in the engineering course, do you teach the bash scripting or just part of? I mean, is it part of it or it has to be separate?
That is separate. You need to get a certificate. You need to be administrator first and even start working. Okay. So if you want to go forward to engineer, that is where you register for engineer. That is separate. All right, we good? Okay, good.
I think so.
All right, I think I can say online, I think I see Mahal, I see Mr. Roger. Who else again? Who do we have again? Olga, thank you. We have Olga. Who else? We have Sadia. Sadia, okay. That is 4. And I believe we're supposed to have Musa Manzouroucot, at least one female. So if she is not online yet, she will connect. Okay, we can start with what we have for now. How about that?
I'm here.
Okay, so she's here. We have like about 5 of them, which is good. This is what we are going to do. I want them to, they're all working. They already finished this class. They finished the class. They got their certificate and they are working. They already got a job. So I want them to tell you how they did it and they make it. How they did it. What you supposed to do from the beginning now, so that you can make it like them. That is really why I bring them here. So I don't know who want to go first. Olga, are you
Can
ready?
you hear me? No, I'm ready.
Yes, we can. Okay, we can go. We can go with Mahal.
Because
Yes.
I don't wanna.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi guys, and welcome to the team, right? And this is a good class to be in. And it's not just for Linux that you're studying. It's also gonna be for networking. You're gonna make a lot of friends that you can, going forward, have relationship with. So I took the second class in the past, like the one before last one. And that was what, 2021. And so now I'm working, right? So what I would tell you, I have three things, right? Because it's a lot of us that are gonna be talking. You want to know the why that you want to do this, because like right now it's 90 people. Believe me, it's gonna be, by the time we're done, it's gonna be like 35 or 40. And the reason is you want to know why you want to do this, and your why has to be bigger than anything else you have going on, right? Some of us have family. You got, maybe, let's say you're studying or you're doing something right now and you want to put this in. I have people that I know here that we study together. They stop their studying that they're doing and focus on this, and right now they're working, and they were the best in our class, right? So your why has to be very strong. And once we figure out why you're doing this, if you need to put something after your Linux, then you need to make it the priority. Your Linux has to be the priority. Otherwise, you can be here for 3 years and you won't get what you want to get out of it. So that's the number one. Once you have the why, you have to prioritize this, right? You will see, let's say right now, some of you are doing full-time or part-time. Believe me, if you want to make it in like 6-8 months in this and get a job, you want to make sure you put in the time, the work, right? At least for some people, it could be 3 hours every day. That's after the classes. For some, if you're very, if you know what you're doing, it's going to be 2 hours. Right? The people before us, some were doing 4 hours every day on the computer. So you have to understand, you're going to make it, but you got to put in the work. You're going to get out of it what you put in, right? So once you figure out that, now you also want to be in a group. You're not going to make it, I think, if you're not in a group. Like, you see how Ismail Ba was talking to you, like trying to find who is near me or all that stuff. You need to make sure, look around when you're looking on the picture right now. Look the people that you gravitate to, that you can work with, that you feel like you can be friends. So you study in group of 5 or 6, 7, depending on what you're comfortable with. And that's how, because you're gonna be bouncing off different ideas, solution, how to troubleshoot stuff. And that's how we made it happen. And most of the people in my group, we had about 10 people, 8 of us already have a certificate. And then other groups that also were in the class, because I talked to a lot of people. I think that's the only three things I want to say. I don't want to talk too much. Make sure you know the reason why you want to do this. It has to be very strong. If it's not strong, you're not going to be in here in 3 months. And then you want to prioritize that, right? Make it your number one thing that you're studying over these 6 months. Once you do that, now make sure you're in the group. Okay. And I want, that's all I can bring to you guys. I hope that helps you through this journey. And that's my 2 cents.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Somebody have a quick question for Mahal before
if you have questions, you can.
Actually, I do have a question, and thank you for being here, Mahal. And
no problem.
This is good. This is inspiring. The question I have, you just said that somebody has to put in 3 hours for us daily after the class. Does that mean the day after the class or every day of the week?
It's basically in general, right? Because the more you practice, the better you will get. It's a technical class, right? It's not like we're just reading a book. It's very technical. If you do not practice, you're gonna forget. And the more you try yourself on this, the better you will be. So it's not, I just give just a figurative number. For somebody, it could be like, you can work You can probably do 5 hours in one day, and then 2 days later, you do 5 hours. But you got to put in the time. Believe me, if you put in the time, like it will work out.
Copy. Thank you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
My question is about the group. We have to make a group right now or at the end of the class?
Usually Stan will tell you like just around when you start.
Okay.
So look around, look at that picture right now, like go on the,
where?
What do you call this? The participants.
Yes.
And look at everybody and look at who you want to work with. Start, you have to kind of see this as a network, right? Everybody is there right now, right? You're looking at the picture. Look at people that you can bond with. Who do you think you can be friends with? So that, because you also want to be good partners so that you can work together. Because you're going to be doing all these Zooms a lot, right? We used to do that 3 times every week and 3 times in minimum 3 hours every week. So now the more time you have, and you got to work on your schedule, how we can, somebody of course is going to have to be a leader to manage this. This is how we're doing it. This is what we're going to do. But you need it. It's very important.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, when we get there, I will tell you, like, okay, right now you can start doing the group. So at that time, we already do a lot of technical things, and I will say, okay, you're ready now, you can start doing the group. I will let you guys know.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mahal. The next person that we want to have, who want to go next?
Can I go?
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Hi, guys. My name is Manzouroucot Musa, but you can call me Favor because I like Favor. I'm Stan's wife. Can I go in French? Okay. I think you can understand me, everyone can understand me. Ok, je m'appelle Moussa Manzouroucot, je suis la femme de Stan. Moi aussi, je suis Linux System Administrator dans mon travail ici, ingénieur. Ce truc de Linux, j'ai commencé, mon histoire est un peu différente des autres parce que au début, je me disais que je suis la femme de Stan. Ça peut aller, je ne me donnais pas. Mais après, j'ai vu que c'est très important. Tout le monde gagne le boulot. En tant qu'une femme aussi, il ne faut pas dire qu'il ne faut pas négliger ça. Là, je me suis donnée. J'ai 2 enfants, un à 3 ans, le deuxième à 1 an. Malgré ça, je ne me suis pas découragée. Je me mettais au travail. Je ne disais pas à cause de mes enfants ou bien de petits boulots que je fais à côté vont m'empêcher. Parfois je suis enceinte, je vais composer l'examen de Linux. J'ai ça, j'aide mes enfants, je me connecte à des interviews, je le fais, et je révise beaucoup. Et j'ai eu l'examen tôt, mais malgré ça, je suis responsable d'un groupe pour les gens qui sont en train de chercher le boulot. Les gens, ça les étonne que vraiment, toi, tu as déjà eu ton examen, mais tu es leader d'un groupe, tu es enceinte, mais malgré ça, tu es présent, tu nous formes. Tu n'es pas obligé de faire ça, mais moi, je faisais ça juste pour me donner plus de pratique par rapport au travail et par rapport à l'interview. Et par la grâce de Dieu, j'ai eu mon premier boulot. Et après un mois, j'ai eu un deuxième boulot aussi que j'ai commencé là. Actuellement, je fais 2 boulots en tant que mère de 2 enfants. Il ne faut pas se décourager que oui, j'ai des enfants, là, c'est difficile. Là, si on se donne, ce n'est pas aussi facile. Mais comme on vient d'Afrique, on a eu à faire, je ne sais pas si la plupart des gens fréquentent en Afrique, mais si tu as pu fréquenter en Afrique et tu es en sortie, je pense que tu vas t'en sortir aussi. Parce que ce n'est pas quelque chose qui est trop facile ou bien difficile. Mais si tu te mets depuis le début et tu focuses, tu fais l'exercice, chaque fois qu'on te donne l'exercice, tu répètes à chaque fois et il ne faut pas aussi se décourager parce qu'il y aura un point, comme il y a tellement de nombre, là, les gens vont vouloir se décourager, partir. Il faut forcer. Ça va donner, la personne va, à la fin, il aura l'examen et après l'examen, il pourra commencer par chercher le boulot. Et les groupes sont très importants. Et lors des groupes, là, il faut beaucoup participer. Like, il ne faut pas se taire, rester là parce que c'est en pratiquant que tu as la main, quoi. Parce que parfois, tu as l'impression de comprendre les choses. Mais si tu ne pratiques pas en réalité, tu n'es pas, like, au moment opportun, tu ne pourras, tu vas oublier, quoi. Tu ne pourras pas bien faire le truc là. Il faut pratiquer au jour le jour. Et dans le groupe, la plupart, il faut être leader du groupe. Dire, OK, fais ci, diriger, et avec le temps, tout le monde l'aura. Ce truc-là, c'est bon. Hein. Quand tu prends le péché, là, tu es content. C'est vrai. Avant, je vais rester à Home Depot du matin jusqu'au soir. L'argent qu'on me donne par semaine, là, vraiment, c'est pas la peine. Mais quand j'ai commencé ce boulot, j'ai eu le premier chèque, là. Vraiment, je me suis dit, j'ai envie d'aller à Home Depot, d'aller appeler tous mes amis. Vraiment, quitter là-bas, venez ici. OK, je vous souhaite du courage, n'abandonnez pas. Et ce truc-là, c'est du vrai. Et c'est une bonne chose. Et si quelqu'un est ici, c'est vraiment une grâce. Et il faut bien profiter parce qu'il y a d'autres qui travaillent Dieu, n'ont pas cette opportunité. Si tu as ça, il faut bien profiter et ça va donner. Et la personne, quand elle va avoir le premier chèque, là, il sera très content. Il va dire, je suis où depuis ce temps-là? OK, merci beaucoup et très content de faire votre connaissance.
Merci bien.
Merci, madame. Merci, madame.
Vos questions sont très les bienvenues. Hein. Et je vous encourage,
merci,
les
madame.
femmes, il ne faut pas abandonner, il faut gagner ce truc-là. Beaucoup de femmes ne sont pas dedans.
Oh, merci, madame. On va y arriver, Inch'Allah.
Merci, madame.
Can we translate, please?
Oh, so I'm not the only one.
I'm not excited.
I want to hear what she's saying.
Can someone break it down? I couldn't hear what she said.
She just said the same thing like Mahal said. She talked about her experience. It took her time it took her some time to get a job because she's a mother of two. Sometimes when she was doing this, she get pregnant and she need to take care of one kid at that time and pregnant again and be learning, and she's learning at that time and she was the leader of a team, like what we were saying. She was the leader, she was leading the team and work. She was practicing. She advised you to practice, to take it seriously from the beginning. It is really important. And she said all of women can make it like her, because if she can make it, all of you can make it too. Those are the things that she talked about, that you want to be in a group, you want to practice, you want to put time from the beginning.
Thank you.
The next question.
Thank you for the explanation, Stan.
John, okay, Johnson, let's go. Okay, Johnson, let's go.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
My name is Johnson Amoa. I'm from Ghana. I'm really sorry I came in late. Sorry, boss. Forgive me. Too much business. Yeah, so for everyone that is here, I would like to say that you're not in the wrong place. First of all, I would say thank God that you found yourself here, to be honest, because a lot of times I don't want to say this when Stan is around, because I don't want it to sound like I'm trying to buy him or something. No, that's not what the case is. Stan knows my situation. Those of us that were in class 6, class 7, you know my situation, that I found myself in the wrong place. I studied Linux 2018. for a whole year. The person ended up teaching me 75% of Linux. Believe you me. But somebody that I was teaching, I was literally helping out one or two things. Came to Stan's class, boom, he had the certificate. I'm like, wait, no. This is not normal. No. Then he showed me real life 5 certificates from his class. Then he went ahead and showed me people that I started getting jobs. I said, give me the number of this human being you're talking about. I took the number of Stan. I talked to Stan. I explained my situation to him. I joined the class. When I joined the class was like almost 1 month gone.
No, it's not him.
Stan said, you really want to do this? We are already one month away. I said, Stan, since the way you talk to me, I have met teachers before, and I am a teacher myself. So I know you know what you're doing. Let's get on this boat. Glory be to God Almighty. When we finished the class, we wrote the exams. By the grace of God, we passed. And my first interview, I had a job. First interview, had a job. I didn't struggle at all. It was the mercy of God. And also, we thank God for Stan for not hiding his, how do we call that thing? Wisdom from us, or not keeping it away, or not being selfish. The key to success in this place you found yourself. Practice, practice, practice. If Stan gives you video, find a way, I don't care how, to watch that thing before you get back to the next class or before you get back to the next week. This is why. What you see every day is what your brain will register for you. A lot of you might say, me, I don't know computer. Me, I didn't do computer. And we have something in life, in academics, we call it plateau, especially when you're learning musical instruments. You get to a point where everything becomes so confusing, then you tell yourself, there's nobody in my family that even plays piano. Why am I here? Why do I want to be the one to play piano? No, let me get out of here. No. When you get to that plateau, remember when you get to the peak of the hill, the other side is you're just going to be sliding. When you get to that point, make sure you are still moving. Some of you might say, I don't know computer. I don't speak English. I don't do this. There was a guy here today, he's an engineer. Stan will tell you. He came, it's later I found out it's this class he came to learn English. He's an engineer today, making money like something is wrong with him. What I'm saying is, sorry, excuse my language.
Something wrong with me.
He's making way too much money, I'm telling you. So what I'm saying is, everybody, and I thank God for Stan once again, because it looks like this field is not for blacks. I've been hearing about Indians and Indians and Indians and Indians, and this is our time to take up the baton. Look, I'm in school. Just one course, 3 credits that I might not even use that thing in my entire life, is $1,000+ plus.
Yes,
so
bro.
If you are paying just less than, what's up, bro? If you are paying less than 5,000 in this class, and if you pay attention, in 6 months, your life is going to change. You see the guy that just talked, Omar, that's my buddy right there. We're in the same group. We move the same ship. One guy, you guys may not know him. His name is Elliot. He just became an engineer. That's my group right there. Guys, you can make it. If we have been able to make it, and today we're also in the 6-figure club. Come on, you can do it. I'm telling you, regardless which village you think you come from, you can be coming from where? Sokoto, I don't care. You can make it here.
Yeah.
It's just about the mindset.
Thank you, man.
Fix yourself, fix your time. This is not the time for YouTubing, Facebooking, Instagramming, no. Okay, take it this way. I'm going to sacrifice 6 months of my life for this year, for the rest of the year, to make a better life for me for the rest of my life. Take it like that. Put the foot forward, lock it, focus on this thing. Hammer this thing like something is wrong with you. And I'm telling you, you passed. By God's grace, Stan will tell you, when you give me the certificate, you and I will find a job. And he was right. Anybody that gave him the certificate and you team up with him, you build your resume, gave it to him, you look through it, you put your resume out there, it will shock you. They will send you, the kind of job you get, you ask yourself, is this me or I'm just dreaming? That was my experience. The first time I asked myself, I said, am I dreaming or this is real? Me, like this. After how many years? 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, I'm like, Chineke, which kind of wonders be this one? It's the only wonders you can get from here. And being that I've been in another class before, let me tell you what makes this class different. The kind of networking you have. This guy that I just talked about, that I know him, he's an engineer, he came to actually polish his English in this class. He was not even in my class. He was in class 5 or class 4. All right. Class 5 or class 4, guess what? I have his number. When I'm in trouble, let's say I'm doing some project, I'm in trouble. I have network. Let me use this opportunity to say something. There are a lot of currencies in this life. The least among those currencies is money. The biggest currency a man can have in his life is relationship. The relationship you build over here can make you money. It can even make your life better. Why am I saying so? If I have trouble today, I come to this class, I'm doing this project. This is what I have seen. Can somebody help? Today I was chatting in my group. Those of us that are in Sunday class, you saw me putting something. They gave me a project. I went on there, I saw I need more than 16 machines. I was like, how am I going to get this thing to run? And then I found 16. I said, wait, what is this? Okay, let me test the group. Maybe I'm just daydreaming. And I did something and then I had confirmation. Sometimes you can even get help with actual project that your boss is giving you, real life situations. So guys, let us be serious about this class. Please, if I can do it, I didn't know computer from Ghana. I didn't know, I didn't, let me tell you the honest truth. I heard about Linux in America. The name Linux, I heard about it here in America. So if today I can sit down and see too many zeros coming into my bank account after 6 months, why can't you do it? You can do it. You can. And Stan is here, and I just don't like it when Stan is here and I'm talking like this, I'm telling you, because I don't want it to sound that way at all. Let me tell you, the guy that taught me 70% of Linux, why he's different from Stan. I have sat in Stan's class, Stan designed HTTP website from Goro to Gara. The thing worked. Do you know how the guy taught me how to install HTTP? The moment I installed that thing, I did that and I went online, www.this, and then I hit enter. And that thing opened my website, my new site. I started jubilating because I don't know computers. So in my mind, he has done a wonderful magic. When I came here, I realized, oh, God Almighty, I have been shortchanged. Stan will give you everything he knows. And those of us that are also past students here, we are also here to help. We don't know as much as he does, but believe you me, if you ask any question, we know he's a busy man, so don't disturb him too much. We need his brain to stay fresh. Come to some of us who will help you. Get into your group, ask questions. And another thing is, don't be shy to ask questions in this class. If you become shy, you will not know anything. I'm telling you this from experience. Ask questions. There is no foolish question on this earth, because what you think is foolish is actually somebody's problem you are trying to solve for them. The person might not even know, but they are even afraid. They don't even have maybe the words to put together to ask the same question. So whatever you think bothers you, ask it. Ask Omar, he'll tell you there has been days I would disturb almost everybody. Hey, what's up, guy? Hey, what is this? Hey, how do this? I want answer. There is no way I'll put in a group of 20 people and for the whole 24 hours or 8 hours, nobody will respond to me. It will not happen. So let's team up, guys. Let's be serious about this class. And the sky cannot be our limit if people are living on the moon. And also, while you are taking this is what I'm going to say. I don't want to sound preachy, but pray. Pray about this course. Pray for our teacher. Pray for yourself. so you get the grace and the strength to do what? To study. Because every family here, wherever you are coming from, you might think, oh, me in my country, I'm from the city. There is no problem. I'm telling you, there is no house in this world that smoke is not coming from. Then the people in there, they don't eat. So long as smoke is coming out of your house, I will tell you, pray. While you are studying, pray also. I will not elaborate on that, but take that from me. I don't care who you worship, but pray. Even if you worship your own self, pray. That's my message for you. So that's all I can say. And I want to say that, once again, you guys are welcome. We are seeing future engineers and architects on this platform. Thank you so much. Thank you, boss, for the opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Johnson. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, let's let all of them talk now, and you guys will ask them questions together, okay? So the next.
Yeah, my name is Roger. I'm from Togo. Yeah, I have similar story as Johnson. I've been turning around, and then I took the class from online class, and then I was struggling a lot. First of all, I came to Stan asking him information about the classes he gave to me. And also I compared it to the class I saw online, and it was cheapest. So that was the trap. And I focused on the cheapest because I got to pay less money. And then I was struggling a lot, almost 1 year. And one day, Christian, are you there? Thank you for putting me in touch with Stan. One day, Christian was saying that, oh, Roger, where are you with your job session? I said, oh my God, I was struggling a lot. He said, oh, come to join Stan class because Stan have a magic hand. I said, oh, really? She said, yes. And then she put him in touch with Stan. That's how I started. And when I started with Stan, I really see the difference. I saw the difference. And then I was manager at 7-Eleven. It was not easy. And after 1 month, I quit my job so I can be focused on Linux, because Linux is something that is very jealous. You have to be focused and concentrate and work hard to get through. So when I started, and then I joined the Sunday class. That's a class that is very helpful. I saw that Stan really teach the hand-on, the experience that we need. Like we say that we have after the class we have 5 years for experience, but if they didn't give you the hand-on, you cannot have that kind of experience. You're gonna keep failing on interview. So you have a trick that when you go through those tricks, that Stan gonna let you know, you're gonna pass the interview and get a job. So after I started, after 1 month with that class, and I took 2 interviews, a technical interview, I found a 6-figure job, thanks to Stan. So today I can count myself on a 6-figure club. Nice. So because after, but with Stan, we're gonna have he's gonna really help you guys. You have everything you need. So just put yourself in and just be concentrated. Ask every question that you want. No bullshit question. Ask everything and Stan gonna help you. And also with this Linux job, you can easily make like a 200 or 300K a year. It's possible. So Stan puts a system that really works for him, and almost like 90% of everybody that took the class, they usually get a job too. Because in the Sunday class, we have an engineer that come to help the new candidates. So they're gonna give you the experience they have at the job place, and then just let you know, okay, if for that question, if they for that question answer this, for that question answer this. Oh, that's that thing we are doing. We are really doing the job, please. Because if we don't have that kind of experience or somebody tell you the history, you cannot answer the job, answer the question as somebody who have 5 years experience. They're gonna say, oh, this guy is playing. But the way the Sunday class and they stand, since at the beginning, start gonna start giving you the question, interview question to prepare you. After that, the Sunday class, he's gonna help you there too. And then we have a lot of engineers that gonna give you the experience. So when you finish all those things, you're gonna have the 5 years experience that we say. So yeah, my thing is, please just focus. You are in a good place. Don't make the mistake that I did. So you are in good place. Just be focused and turn off your Facebook, TikTok. Be concentrated. Give yourself 7 months, 8 months to get a job. 6 months for the class, one month for the certificate, and 2 months to get a job. If you believe, you pray for that, you're gonna get a job. We have a lot of plenty job out there waiting for you. You are welcome.
Thank you. Everybody can basically have 2 jobs from here, I'm telling you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Omar Diallo.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Hello, everyone, and hi, boss. That's why I call you, boss. No. Thank you for inviting me here. And again, I can't thank you enough for everything that you have done and you keep doing for the community. And people who are, struggling to find their way out, because America is just a jungle. It's the strongest just make it out. As for my stories, I'm gonna just try to make it short. I'm from Guinea. I was studying mechanical engineering in New York. Actually graduated, but that's another story. And during my last semester, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do after I graduate, because I have had internship in my mechanical engineering field, but I didn't like them. So I was looking for an alternative. And that's when I met one of my friends who told me, oh yeah, we have a guy who named Stan. He teaches Linux. I was like, what's that? I even don't know what that is. I don't have a computer background. All the computer background that I have is just design and stuff. So I don't know coding. I don't know anything. And he was like, yeah, with this guy, even if you don't have computer skill, you can do it. But the only thing you need to do is to put in the work and believe yourself. So that's when I spoke to Stan, but at that time I was taking full-time classes and I had a full-time job, so it was kind of a little hard. But I spoke to him, he told me when he's gonna start, but when he started, I told him, okay, I'm gonna wait until the next class. So a month later, my friend called me, he was like, oh, did you start the class? I'm like, no, because I'm busy, I have classes that I have to finish, and then I'm also working full-time. And right away, he called Stan, he put him on the line with me. And he's like, okay, Stan, I brought you somebody, put him in the class. And I was like, they already started, it's already over a month, so I cannot catch up. He's like, bro, I know you can do it because I did it. And knowing you, we studied together, I know you can do it. So right there, Stan said, hey, if you are ready, I send you all the video that we did and you go over it. But the only thing you have to do is to work hard and believe in yourself. So I was like, okay, let me give it a try. And honestly, I do not regret what I did. And the only thing that I regret is why I couldn't meet Stan sooner. Because for me, I'm like, college is just waste of time after doing this class.
Oh yeah,
and
I'm with you on that, bro.
Yeah, because I was paying out of pocket, college. One class you pay $1,600 just for 3 credits, which is what you finish that, and after that, you don't even use it after you graduate. But the only thing that I will say is that hard work and the mindset will be your key. Everything that Stan will teach you here, that's all you need. You don't need anything else. I know some people will be like, oh, I'm doing computer science, or I have a brother who did computer science. maybe he can help me, or there's YouTube or there's Google, or I can do this and that. That will only confuse you, because believe me, Stan, everything you need from the start to finish, to get the exam, to get a job, because that's why he has like two program, or I would say like two part. The first part is for the certificate, and then the second part is for to prepare you for like interview and get a job. So whatever he gives you, don't think this is, oh, I know this. You might think you know, but believe me, you have to practice. Practice makes you perfect. So practice, practice, practice. As Johnson mentioned earlier, we were like 6 people in the group. And it's not to brag about, like, even though we were the last people to join STAN class, but since we were working hard, the first 5 certificate came out of our group. And
Oh,
all
no.
of us,
No, we were there. Come on, man.
come on, man. You
No,
right.
no,
I'm
no,
gonna go wrong.
no.
First 5.
It wasn't.
First 5.
First 5 before somebody came. That was from your group.
First 5. So if you want a list, we're not going into that.
No,
so
I
it's
don't
just to
agree.
tell you, it's just to tell you, you studying, putting in hard work. Because me, at the end of the day, after doing like 1 month, I realized that, okay, the job that I'm doing right now, getting paid like what, $25 an hour. I know that would like pay the bill, but I was like, is it worth it at the end of the day? So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna quit this job, focus on my studying for the next 4 months. And then after that, I will allow myself 2 more months to get a job. So I quit my job. I had to cut some expensive because I, to make it out, but it was worth it because I knew that, okay, you have a full-time job and you go to school full-time and you want to take this class. It's not going to work. As Roger said earlier, Linux is jealous. It's either you are all in, it's all or nothing. So it's all or nothing. And believe me, no matter how smart you are here, ask question. Don't think, oh, I know this. Ask question and also make a group, because if you have a group study, your mindset, the thing that you think that you know, somebody might tell you a better way or better explanation that will build up. So make a group and don't wait until the last minute and say, okay, I'm gonna wait until the class is over and then I'll start studying for the exam. It's not gonna work. So you have to, as soon as he start giving you, start studying. And I know he sent the note, we'll be sending the note. Some people may be trying to cheat, say, okay, let me do a screenshot and then paste it and put like, I don't know, maybe Word document or translate it into PDF, write it out. My notebooks, I'll still have them. Write it out. By writing by hand, you will remember a lot. And then after that, watch the video and then practice. So allow yourself time and practice, practice, practice. And don't forget the prayer, because the prayer is always, pray as much as you can, because, that helps a lot. And don't be afraid to ask questions. If you realize, like most of us here, like everyone here, like even in the previous groups, even though we were not part of that, we add everyone there. So if you have a question, you can post into different groups so people can answer you. They can, or, you can ask for help. Somebody can call you or somebody can just text you. So you always have the help because it's a networking. Don't be afraid to go for question and don't be afraid to text people inside. Even if you want to select somebody, don't say, oh, I don't know the person. Everyone here will help you, but you have to put in the work. That's all I gotta say. Put the work, work hard and keep trying. And from the start, don't wait until you pile up, because if you pile up, that's where they're gonna say, oh, maybe I'll just wait until the next class, because I know he will tell you if you fail this class, you can come up to the next one. But imagine like you waste 6 months and then you're gonna take that over to another 6 months. So that will only put you behind. I know some people might say, oh, this is a better deal because it's only one time and I can take the class as much as I can. But what you are forgetting, time. We all have 24-hour a day. If you miss that, you will never catch up. So start working hard from the get-go and, keep pushing, even if you have to give up some other stuff. I know you might think, okay, it's gonna be hard. That's all I gotta say. But giving up stuff, but the practice is actually simple and easy because all his video is just crystal clear. You just he goes straight to the point. And another thing to make things easier for him and for yourself, when he's teaching, don't try to interrupt him. Please pay attention. I know some people will be on their phone or will be putting TV on, saying, okay, it's just Zoom. I can get the video later. But being focused in the class helps a lot. So if he starts something, let him finish and then ask the question. And he usually he clarify everything. But if you interrupt him a lot, that will be something, even if you're watching the video, some people will be like, oh, it's confusing. So pay attention. If you come to class, pay attention. If you don't want to pay attention, don't come into class, get the video later. It's better that way. So
Right.
because there's no time to waste. There is no time to waste. That's all I got.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
How many times did you take the exam?
First, one time.
Okay.
I came last.
This guy is a star.
He was the first one, right?
So smart.
This guy is a
So
star, okay?
I came last.
This is a star here.
Yeah, he came last and he was the first.
So to tell you, if you study, you pay attention, it's easy. It's not magic. It's not magic. So you have to give up something to get something better. That's what I gotta say.
Very important relationship.
One question for you, please.
Okay.
Yes.
So we just say right now that like if you're not free to be in class, it's not good to come in disturb and whatever. It's better to wait for the video and watch. Like it's not all time that you have to be busy. Like
no, that's actually a good point. I understand what he's trying to say. The reason that I said that, because I know like many people come in, they have the TV on or they talking to some people, they don't pay attention and then they disturb like the teacher and they disturb everyone in the class. But I'm not saying you have to miss all the class and just wait for the video. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand. Like before
but
starting the class,
that,
I was trying like to.
Anytime you know that, okay, if I come today, I will not be able to focus because I have some other things that are going on, it's better not to come. So you will save yourself time and then save Stan time and save on everybody else time. But that doesn't mean you have to, you have to miss all the classes, you know? You have to come to class and put your video, because if you don't put your video on, how are you gonna know? Like most of the time people will be like, okay, I'm gonna just
I have a question for you, Umar.
Yes, Rosalind, go ahead.
Okay, you just said that you quit your job to focus on this stuff, right? I want to know if someone cannot make it going to work and taking the class.
No, okay, that's a good question. The reason why I had to quit my my job is because I was going to school full time. I told you I was doing mechanical engineering. So I go to school early in the morning, come back late, you know. And after that, if I have work and I come back from work like 12 or 1 in the morning, there is no time for me to study.
So if I understand well, it means that you were still going to school and in the evening taking stand class.
Definitely.
Oh, okay.
And I know that I knew that I needed at least every day 2-3 hours. That's me, Johnson, and all of that's what we do. Every day 3 hours. 2 hours. So it's to tell you that the week you have to do at least, if you do like 6 hours with him, multiply that at least by 2. So 12 hours. I'll order that for you a week.
Wow.
Every week. So I'm not saying you have to quit your job, but at least try to make some adjustment. But for me, it was too much because, you know, I knew I needed to act fast.
I think what Omar is trying to say is there has to be some form of sacrifice, Ms. Rosalind. So in his own case, he sacrificed his job. It doesn't mean that if you don't have the ability to sacrifice your job, you should go and sacrifice because that's what he did. We don't want to find you on the street. Then you don't even have Wi-Fi to do the class.
That's right. That's right. But as a student, because he was already a student, means that he's someone who's focused. So if he quit his job, it means that this class is really something really serious. You really need to put it time to understand.
Yeah. And it will pay off because after 6 months, take it this way. After 6 months, you didn't take it serious. Your friend took it serious. he had $100,000 job. Then you come and take it serious, and after 6 months, you get also $100,000 job. Your friend have shortchanged you by 100,000, or you have shortchanged yourself.
That's right.
So that's what it is. Because
we just want to put time
is-
on it, you know, just put time. And you will figure it out. You will know how much time you really need when you start. You will say, you know, some people can put 2 hours, some people can put 4 hours. It depends on what time you need. Because I don't want to pay somebody's bill, right? I won't tell anyone to go and quit his job, right? Because I don't want to pay your bill. So you will need to figure out and say, you know, how much time you can put on this thing so that you can make it. Because all you need is repeat the same thing I'm going to give you. That's it.
That's it.
From the time to repeat the same thing that we already did in class. But you want to do it. Yeah, don't
By
say
yourself.
that. Yeah, don't say that, oh, see, Stan did it, I understand it. Yeah, you understand it, but you were not the one that did it. I did it, right? So you want to do it now. It's your turn to do it. You want to do it and practice and practice. So you want to do the same thing, repeat the same thing, and you will see it will become like, if they ask you, they wake you up, you ask you, you will be able to answer the question about what you know, because you know it. That is it, okay?
Yeah, I have another concern, please. I have another concern. I don't know if it's a good time to talk about, but it's about some people, how they react in the group. Because someone say, I don't know what is red hat. And another person come and answer, if you don't know what is red hat, you don't have to be here. Something like that. You know, this kind of...
wait, Miss Rosie. Rosie, wait.
Okay,
wait.
Johnson, I'll answer that question. Thank you, Professor Mahal. Thank you, Professor Johnson.
Go ahead.
Omar, thank you, Professor Omar, and Stan. Welcome, guys. I am the best person to answer that question. I'm ready now.
Alga.
Thank you, guys.
Yes,
Okay, so I'm
not the one who asked the question, but I'm just saying that is frustrating.
We'll talk about it, okay? We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
guys, let him speak, please.
Yes, my name is Algasimo Diallo. I'm also follow just like a lot of people right here that I can see. I was a student and I'm still a student too, just like Omar. I'm doing actually software engineering. I'm a senior, will be graduating by the end of the year, inshallah. I had another bachelor degree in economics and I have an associate degree in .NET programming. So a lot of background in computer science. But I came here with Stan. And this class gave me in 6 months that all those degrees didn't give me. Yeah. So for your question, like when I jump in this video, some people are like, oh, okay, I have a background. Some people are like, I don't have nothing. So it was pretty confusing. What is Red Hat? What kind of job can I have? Or how can I work? Or is it a lot of job in the market? And Stan was explaining like how this Red Hat gonna, like, how is it in the market right now? How people are using Red Hat in those companies. It's pretty simple. I can use a little like example to make you understand. Right now, a lot of applications are trending, web applications, whatever you use in the application, web or WhatsApp, even this Zoom is an application, right? Web servers, web application, web application are all around, mobile application, Windows application, or whatever you're using right now is an application, banking application. All those applications, they are hosted inside what they call a server, a machine. You don't see those machines, but you connect to those applications. So those machines, most of the time, they are either Linux, based on Linux, or Windows, right? So Linux is the most used because it's very simple, easy to manage, and faster than Windows. So
and stronger too.
Yeah. So basically, what they do is you don't worry about those cloud computing. You're gonna be hearing a lot of different technology. Don't worry about that. You don't understand that, you don't worry. Step by step in this class, you're gonna understand a lot of things because it's gonna go step by step. You don't jump in and ask questions. Most of the time, even Stan gonna tell you, okay, you asking question that we will get there, we'll get there, we'll get there. It's gonna get clear as you guys going forward. So those machine, they basically, the companies, they have a lot of data centers. They host those applications inside data centers, and they need you guys to manage those machines. They have private data centers, they are public data centers. So the cloud is basically just a server inside the internet that you guys use, and it's, you know, somebody else own it. So it's not a big deal. Don't worry about that. So they need people like you to manage those machines, to build, to migrate, to basically do some troubleshooting, something like that. So they're always gonna need somebody like you guys, a Linux administrator or Linux engineer, to manage those machines or those servers. So don't worry about that. You guys gonna have a lot of job. When the first time I put my resume online, even right now, people are calling me, email every time, every single time they're calling me. I don't pick up phone calls right now because I'm tired of it. I don't need those people to call me anymore. That's how the market is right now. It is very, very, very wide, and they're gonna be harassing you every single day. When I was looking for a job, one day I remember I woke up, a phone call, somebody called me, I picked up the phone, and then he's like, are you ready for an interview? I'm like, I just woke up. It was 8 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, you know what? I don't have nothing to lose. Wash my face and started. You know, 10 minutes, technical questions, pum, pum, pum. I got it done. He's like, are you ready for the second interview? I'm like, yeah, you can schedule next week. And then boom. So the class is good. Me, I will just focus on after the class. Like a lot of people are afraid of taking the certification. A lot of people are afraid of like taking, putting the resume online. You know, they like, oh, okay, I'm not sure if I can do it. You know, if you put the thing online right there, people are gonna call you and you're gonna learn, because I don't have no experience on Linux. I have a full background in computer science, but no experience in Linux. And I was working on production, just like medical assembly stuff. I never worked inside using my degree. So I jump in there before even the end of this class. I started putting my application online. I was doing interviews. I was failing. I was taking notes. You know, people asking me like things that I don't know. I search. I even jump in the class right here in Stan. I'm like, Stan, what is this? And he's like, we're gonna get there. I was in advance because I was getting some stuff out of the class, because I was talking to the recruiters. They were asking me questions. There was like, I was failing to the interviews. I didn't say nothing to anybody in the class, but I put my resume online on December. Yeah.
You are waiting dangerous.
Yeah, I was like, this six figures, I gotta get it as soon as possible, man. I gotta get married.
Oh, so that was your motivation.
That's the motivation.
That is the why.
To find
You
your own
need to know
motivation,
why
man.
you're doing this. This is his why, you see?
Yeah, so you find your why, just like Mahal said, you just find your why and you go for it. And then I was going full-time at work and full-time at school. But that's why at the beginning, I did not have any group. Don't follow my example, that's a bad one. Because I did not match with those, those schedules. Mahal was sending me some texts like, let's meet. But I was so busy. But the end, I joined the group and it was so helpful. Omar, he was the top star. No. So yes, don't worry about those kind of stuff. I put my thing online and keep doing interviews, because interviewing is different to this class. You're gonna know the concept of this class, but you have to practice by asking questions. They're not gonna be easy. They're not gonna go easy on you on the interview. You can have 4 to 5 people asking you a question, just like rotating, and they don't care. Sometimes I used to even forget some simple, like the basic thing of Linux, because it was like 1 hour or 2 hours on interview. They want to make sure you know what you're doing. They don't joke before giving you that like $100,000. I'm serious. When I got it, I called Stan. I'm like, okay, I have a job and I'm waiting for a background check. He was like, man, you didn't even finish the class. I'm like, yeah, I was learning through the interviews. So yeah, welcome guys. I think everybody gonna make it right here. Background in computer science or not, it doesn't matter, because a lot of people have background in computer science, a lot of people don't. But right here, whatever you have, just forget it. Start on the scratch. Do it, go with the flow. learn. Don't like, okay, I know this, I did this, my brother did this. You don't worry about that, because this is different. And if you want to make it easy, you find time for it, you're gonna make it. 6 months is not a lot. 6 months is not a lot. I made 6 months, just like, right now time go fast. So it's just one semester for me. So,
Yeah,
welcome
I
guys.
want to
Happy
add
to for
something on
everybody.
top of that. I know that like most of you will be like maybe wanting to just have people who live in the same area to make a study group.
I've seen that.
That's not the case. So try to get a Zoom. Don't say you have to meet in person. Get a Zoom. If you get a Zoom, for example, Johnson is in Maryland. The other two people were in like Ohio. One of them is in Arkansas. So we all like, Zoom make it easier for you. So just, just try to get a Zoom. Even if you see one person, the person is not available, create a code, send it to the group chat, and the other people can work. So, and act fast. And also, as Alga was saying, whatever you learned before, forget it. Here, he gives you everything that you need. You don't need to go somewhere else. Because
okay, I have a question for you, Omar.
Yeah, go ahead.
You said that it doesn't matter what the person is, and my thing is, would it be like based on scheduling, like the time that you're available to schedule with people? Let's say like me personally, like I would like to be in a group where people are mostly free after 6 p.m. so we can have a study all the way to 9, if possible, between 6 to 9 or 7 to 10, something of the kind like that. So
Okay,
for me,
so
that would be
that's actually a
the
good question.
I can propose right now.
Yeah, it's a good question. So in the group chat, because he put everybody here, I assume, or I don't know yet, he would put all of you in one group chat. So you can text say, hey, I'm available from this time to this time. Who is
wanna
available?
join it?
Let's make a group.
Exactly. So you can
And
lead a
then from
team
there,
with your time.
exactly. Whoever match with your time will contact you right away. And then you make the group. That's how you make it work. And if you create a group, say, hey, I created a group study. This is the time that I'm available, this and that. And then you post it in the group chat. Whoever want to join, we tell you, hey, I'm in,
Umar, let me ask something for the people. Somebody asked earlier that, is there any jobs for what you're gonna learn here, right?
Oh, yes, I can answer for that.
Let me tell you this, right? I did this in 6 months, right? I did 2 months to get a job. I got 2 offers, 2 jobs, 2 companies, and I'm talking like good companies. It is not just me, even Umar, right? Let me give you some names so it can drive you crazy. Umar got, let me talk about, he got Goldman Sachs. Okay, oh, that's the big one. Umar got Goldman Sachs. I work for Spectrum, okay? So, and we got two offers, the 2 of us, and the big guy, he got like 4 or 5 offers. So if somebody tells you there's no job in this, forget it. There's thousands of jobs. You get tired of jobs actually. So just to answer your question, what you need to do here, the job is gonna come, is to focus and get what the knowledge that Stan is gonna give us. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be tired of job. Like you're gonna get so many jobs. Which one to choose? So
A question.
At this point, guys, I think we should
I have a question, Umar.
Your voice is low, Alpha Diallo.
Yes.
Your voice is very low.
Oh, I guess it's my headphone. I'm saying at this point, I think we should all quit our job and just focus on this.
Yeah, it's really.
Nah,
it's
don't quit
really
the
low. I
job
don't know
now.
why. All right. So
Question.
Yeah, go
all right,
ahead. Who had a
hold
question?
on. All of you give like maybe 5 to 10 minutes again, because all of those people come because of you guys, right? So let them talk to you guys first, and you will ask questions. Okay.
Yes.
So if somebody want to add something, I have again Sefou online. Sefou is right here. I see they're already talking a lot. Sefou, if you want to add something to what people already said, I think I have Lamin. So all of you that came to talk to these guys, so say something, and they will ask you a question, and who will leave for tonight.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. My name is Sefou Musakihu. I'm a development engineer working with Concast.
And like all of you, I start here. And when I first started, I did not know anything about IT, to be honest. So Stan was the one who taught me everything, basically. And how I did to end up here now. So it's pretty simple. You guys first need to know what you guys are here for. So you are here to make a to make a career, to make a good salary. So you need to be focused on that one. If you know that you are just here to like having fun, it's better for you to do something else. You know, I was working as a carpenter before, and then I noticed that that one cannot make me do something in this country. So that's why I decided to come to Stan class, and he taught me basically everything. And he can tell you as well. I asked a lot of questions. So that's the only way you can understand. Because if you do not have any background and you are like shy to ask questions, you will not understand. So you need to ask a lot of questions and practice a lot. So when I was doing Stan class, I kept my job. I was working from 8 to 4 or 5. And when I get home, I spend like 2 hours or 3 hours going over the class again, because you guys have 2 classes in the week, and then you have the whole week to go over those 2 classes before the following class. So take your time, 2 hours a day, go over stuff you guys did before, and that will help you a lot. And as he said, if you guys are doing whatever he tell you, will be able to get it and get your job. So yeah, that should be it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sefou. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do we have Lamine? Okay. Somebody else tonight? Somebody else here tonight?
So do you want me to jump?
Yes.
Yes.
Sadia.
This is the big guy. We're looking for you, man.
Yes. Sadia says he just got a job. We haven't even finished the class and he got a job. Class 7.
Hey, hello, guys. Hello,
That's
guys.
another Olga right there.
Hey, hello. Hey, Johnson. Okay, guys, to be honest, this is a magic, right? Because I remember last class, Johnson talked about, everything about the work, get focused, hard work, put some commitment, especially team. Team is very important. You have to practice. Look at me. I didn't even finish this class. I didn't even finish the previous class because my wife gave birth in July, and I have to get out from my army. I'm a veteran now. I just got out from my army. I didn't even I still get paid by the army because my contract ended at September. I already got a job. And I work for DISA, Defense Information System Agency in Oklahoma. Right now, I'm in a hotel. The company pay for.
We need to talk, Sadia.
Huh?
We need to talk, you and I.
You see? I didn't even get my certificate, but don't do like me. But first of all, I told myself, man, I got family. I got 2 kids now. I got 1 month baby. I'm getting out for the army. What am I going to do? I'm not going to have paycheck anymore. What I have to do? Put commitment. Even Stan can tell you, when we were taking the class, one time he saw my profile on Udemy, on Indeed. He said, oh, you start looking for the job? I already got a job already. But to tell you guys, there's a lot of job out there. Even where I'm working now, you think oh, they're good in Linux. Not really. They don't know exactly what they're doing. I work in the government. They don't really know what they're doing. Some people that don't have a certificate, they work for 10 years.
Oh, 23 years.
Yeah, they work for 43 years. And when you ask them, do you have a certificate? They tell you they don't have a certificate. I'm telling you, I'm the only black. We've had them, an African black.
Same here, bro. Same
among
here.
them.
Here.
But with this small knowledge I have, look at, I always have my book note. You see that? I always have my book note. I always study. Guys, there's no I don't know how to express that. There's no magic. Just put commitment. Just work hard, finish hard. Like I say, work hard, finish hard. It's only 6 months. tell yourself, okay, I got 6 months to change my life. Some people work at the Home Depot. Some people work, I don't know, some people do Uber. I know it's money, but think about something in the future, because those money, you cannot make it like, you cannot schedule those money for the future. But this field, man, if you want to make, like someone just say, if you want to make $3,000, $3,000 a year, you can make it. Look at, I didn't even finish the class. I didn't even finish the class. It's not like a joke right there. This is my career to access. I have a government computer, I have everything, but I didn't even finish the class. To tell you guys, there's a job out there. Just put commitment. You see, just put commitment and it's gonna pay. I'm gonna be with you in this class. I'm gonna be with you because I still need, you know, I still need to study. I still need to finish to get my exam, to get my certificate, and maybe get another job. Maybe get another job. Maybe quit the government job, get something better. You see what I mean? Anyway, I'm not gonna talk too much, you know, because the time is already, you know, like over. But guys, it's real. It's real. If you want to make money, this you can make money. It doesn't matter. I have my AWS. I have my Security Plus. I have my CCNA. But those things, I know have an IT background, of course. But what keep the roof on my head right now is that job, Linux job. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people don't like Linux. In my team, only 5 people. When you go to Windows team, you can see 15 people over there. But Linux, there's only 5. But I'm telling you,
I'm the only one.
we have like more than 400 servers. We have to work on it. Some of them is classified. I have only Security Plus. I have only secret clearance. But right now I'm working on classified. They just put me today. I just heard a text message. I'm gonna work now on a classified server. So that means, okay, they're gonna upgrade my secret clearance to top secret clearance. But I'm still working because they need people. They seriously need people, guys. So hard work. I'm not gonna talk too much, you know, because I have some big brother. So
thank you. Hello, Sadia. This is Miss Zion.
Yeah,
Zion.
You see Zion, when I was saying that last time, you guys say, who is that person? This is the person. This is the person I got to know. So that is good. Congratulations again to all of you. Congratulations to Sadia. Sadia did not, it was class 7. He is the first person that got the job from class 7, because class 7, we haven't really finished yet. I'm going to still working with them this coming Sunday to finish with automation things. So they are really not fully finished yet, but he already got a job. You see? So
I have a question.
Sadia in our team, Sadia is going to hold my hands. You hold the hands of your mother, right?
Yes,
right.
I will.
So there's job out there, there's job out there, there's job for all of us. There's job. If somebody tell you there's no job, it's lying. There's job. You just want to put your time on this thing. That's why all of these people come to talk to you. Even if I'm lying to you, all of these people will lie to you. You think all of them, I will talk to them to come and lie to you. All of these people that come and talk to you now.
No, never.
Think about it. Think about it. So it depends on you now. It depends on you. If you want to change your life financially in about 6 months, it depends on you. Or if you are not ready, it still depends on you, right? But this thing, it doesn't lie. You put time on it, it's going to pay you really fast. Yep. If you put a little bit of time now, you will come back and put the rest of the time. It's just simple. If you don't want to put the full now, you put a little bit of time now, the rest of the time you still need to come back and put the rest of the time. That is how Linux work. So, I don't know, if you are doing 2 jobs now, I will advise you, if one of the job can pay your bill, I will just keep one and leave one to just pay my bill for 6 months and get this good job and leave all of those small jobs. So all of that, you need to think about it. You need to take your decision. That is your own decision. But as you put time on this, it's going to pay you. It's going to pay you really fast. It's going to pay you. If you know it, then need somebody that know. There's a lot of job, but they will not hire somebody that doesn't know. No. They won't hire somebody that doesn't know. They want to hire somebody that can do the job. They don't want to hire somebody that will break their system. We are working on the whole system. Is like you are having the key, the key of the company. As the way that we work as Linux admin is like you have the whole company in your hand. So they cannot give you the key of the whole company if you are not
don't know
if you don't know
anything.
what you are doing.
Nope.
Think about it. If you don't know what you are doing, they give the key to the whole company to you, and you don't know what you are doing.
You shut them down by next week.
You will shut it down. So that's why they need somebody that knows.
And one funny story. On my first day, you request access, right? And they wanted me to request access to get root access. I'm like, I don't need that. They say, yes, you need it, because I was afraid. They said, how do you know what do you need or what do you don't need? I'm like, I don't need root access, not yet. At least I'm not ready for it. And there's like, what your job? You need a root access to get it done. You cannot because they have a lot of different groups. Some people don't need that, so they segment the priority and the accessibility and all of that. So you do what do you do, and they give you a limited access for that. Just to say, to clarify what Stan is saying, if you get there, they give you responsibilities. If you mess up things, you're gonna make the company lose a lot of money, and they're gonna fire you right away.
That's right. That's right.
Wow. So that means
about root access, that root access that he's talking about. When we are talking about that, you have the company on your hand now. When they give you that, the company is on your hand.
You are dangerous than the CEO.
You run the company. you can bring down the company. You can do whatever you want with the company.
The only way you will know is to study what he give you. That's all. Because as Alga was mentioning, in my team we are 3, but I'm the only one in the US. The other 2 are in India. So we rotate. They work when it's daytime in India. I work when it's daytime here. So whatever is Linux, in the IT department we are 37, but I'm the only one Linux.
Oh Lord.
I manage 167 all by myself. So as I tell you, it's not difficult. You just have to put time in. A 6 month can shift your life. That's all. And do not be afraid. Just go for it and keep working hard and believe in yourself and pray and pay attention to whatever.
And throw away the phones. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, especially my ladies, please.
And Netflix.
And Netflix.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, if I'm being too harsh.
No, who cares? After 6
excuse me,
months, you
guys.
can watch Netflix all you want.
Can I ask one question here?
Yes.
Go ahead now. Yes.
Okay. Oh, if I understand, I think the last guy told just a few minutes ago that he started working already, but he didn't get the certificate yet. So
don't do like
me,
like I said.
We'll come back to that. Yes.
Don't do like me.
No, let me ask my question. So
okay, let's go. Yeah, let's go.
All the employers out there, they're not requiring certificate, or you can get a job without the certificate.
Okay, the government side is very different to private side. It's way different because right now most of the server we're working on CentOS, running on CentOS operating system, and we got few Linux operating system server running on operating system.
Red Hat?
Yeah, Red Hat.
Red Hat, okay.
Yeah. Like Red Hat,
So
government.
My supervisor is there right now. He's been in the field for 5 years. When I came there, like a first employee, you have to introduce yourself. You have to talk with some people, know each other. Then I asked him, how long you been here? 5 years. Okay, you came as a Linux administrator. Honestly, he told me he came here as a Windows administrator. He has no background with Linux. Then after because there was one company was like a contractor who hired him, the contractor lost the company lost the contract, and there was a spot as a Linux administrator, and he applied for. He has no knowledge of Linux administrator. Then he told me he learned everything on the spot. I was like, really? So there was not like, there's not like other people. He told me, oh, there's not other people. He applied and he got a job. So that mean what? Let's say so for someone who spent like 5 years like learning and he doesn't know everything. He doesn't know everything. Even when he talk like technically, you know, like this one is still have, you know, as a supervisor, you still need to learn some stuff. So that's mean what? Guess what? You have the end zone. You have the end zone with Stan. You learn everything because Stan is going to teach you at the beginning because Linux, this class is a lot. It's broadcast to many like section. You got network part, you got file management, you got everything. But in a company, when you get in a company, it's not like you're gonna do everything by yourself. Now, it depends on for your project. You see what I mean? What I got an interview for, it was network part. It was network and network. I like network. I was like that. Yeah, that's my, you know, even you wake up me like today, I'll be able to talk with you. So I was able like to, you know, to respond. I was able to answer those questions that they asked me during the interview. But on the field, I know like more we go further, at least of course, I'm not gonna stuck only on a network. I still need to learn. There's a lot of stuff coming up and I still need to prepare myself to keep that job. You see what I mean? But the main focus was like to get in the field. That's what I did. Like I said, don't do like me at all. Yep.
Yes.
Can I add something to what the question he asked, the answer Sadia gave?
Yes.
So getting the certification is an attestation that you are Linux system admin, because what is written on the certification? Certified, Red Hat certified system administrator. That is, even if you don't market yourself, that certification alone tells your title. So if you say you are 5 years, the guy that interviewed me, he has worked in the field for 23 years. No certificate. Listen to this part very carefully. When the guy saw my resume, saw my certificate number, he started shivering. He had to go on Google to get interview question to ask me. Me, who has never stepped in the field, though, I've never touched the Linux server except the one I'm using to study like this. He had to go on Google to go look for interview questions to come and ask me. Why? Because I'm holding certificate. So for you to have the confidence to go and do interview or go and stand in front of panel to talk, as Sadia said, don't be like him. And it's not even like, don't be like him. This man has some certificates already. Those certificates talked for him. When it came to the aspect of networking, they were looking at his CCNA to hire him. Though he has CCNA, but he has the Linux too. So it's like a double dose for them. So he's a hotkey for them. Seriously. But you that say you are Linux system administrator, get that certificate.
Yes.
Because that is going to give you some level of boldness to talk.
Johnson, let me add it, because if you don't have a background in IT, right? I have a background in finance, okay? He already has a background in computer science or IT, right? Whether it's CCNA. If you don't have any background, let's say you may have a bachelor in something else, but if it's not related to IT, it's gonna be hard for you to go in front of interviewers, people who's gonna ask you questions and tell them that you have 5 years when you don't even have something in IT. Does it make sense? Because you gotta be careful. That's why if you already have the IT background, that's different. Like, you know, like Sadia. But if you don't have that, it's better you have, because you want to be confident when you're answering questions. And
Also, Ginado, I want to add too. When you go for the interview, okay, they're gonna ask you scenario. They're gonna ask you scenario, what you do every day at work. I'm telling you, when I was in the army, I was a mechanic. Even though I have a certification in IT, I was a mechanic. That's not something I do every day. But I was able to defend myself through those classes I take with Stan. It was a small concept called teaming. Teaming, that's what we learned during Stan class. Stan can also like tell you, I'm the one who answered that when we were doing the class during the project. That's the same project I just submit to them. I told them that's what I do every day at work during 5 years, and I add some. I was able to defend myself because I put something like something that I know in first before we move on to other steps, and they was able to hire me. So, like you say, don't do like me, guys. Focus on what Stan is going to teach you, and don't downgrade any class is teaching from day one until at the end. It's very important because you don't know which one is going to give you a job. Like Johnson, I can tell you, I still remember Johnson. What gave Johnson job? It was one comment. Find comment. I still remember that. You see, guys. So that's me. Like, it's very important. But guys, it's not hard. Like I told you, it's not hard. But it's, at the same time, it's hard. When you put commitment, when you do your homework, you do your project, and you work in team. Team is very important to get you at the door. That's it.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight to talk to us. Thank you, and congratulations again, Sadia. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you.
Mr. Roger, thank you, and all of you. I thank you, all of you. So you guys, I think you're here enough. You're here enough to decide, to know how you want to take this one seriously from the beginning and make it like all of these guys that I'll talk to you now. And it was the same thing for me, it's not, it takes time. You just want to practice. You want to practice everything that you need. You might not believe me now, but I think I know what you need to get to that door, and I will give it to you. I will give it to you. Now it's for you now to use it. How are you going to use it? By practicing and know it. When they wake you up, be able to talk about it, and that is what's going to give you the job. All right, we will continue tomorrow, and tomorrow, so you guys, I will hear from you guys. You will present yourself, and we will continue the class from there. Okay. Thank you, everyone, and I will let you guys go. Thank you.
Thank you, Stan.
Good night.
So much.
Thank you, Stan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.